Hey guys, welcome back to another video log episode of building my own CDN for TOFFEE project website. So yesterday I have done quite a lot of investigation in terms of choosing a web hosting provider so that I can build a CDN extension into the same. The current TOFFEE project is hosted on InMotion hosting, and I'm extremely happy about InMotion hosting. There are no complaints about, but I just want to look forward in terms of its redundancy aspects as well as load sharing aspects and stuff like that. So I don't want eventually data going through the same data center in case if there is some sort of catastrophic failure or something like that, then the entire website should suffer. And of course I can get something like a load sharing feature, but and in terms of redundancy or some sort of fail-safe mode is the things which I'm more focused about. So as a part of investigation, I checked Linode and as well as Bluehost and HostGator and various other hosting providers, and I was checking through their plans and the various features are being supported according to the plan and things like that. So I was quite happy with the same, and luckily I figured out in InMotion hosting what you can do is when you choose a hosting plan like a business launch plan, you can choose anyway which data center you need, and I discovered this just yesterday. And when I purchased the hosting plan earlier for the TOFFEE website, I have never seen this option, or else never focused about this option. So let me show it in my desktop. As you can see here, so this is my AMP login. So once it goes through, I can just do add services and hosting. So as you can see here in the business option, there is a plan called launch. I'm just okay with the same to purchase once again. So here, as you can see here, you can choose which data center you need. So you can choose either East Coast or West Coast. So this is an option which gives an indication so that for them to deploy your hosting account on which specific set of servers, whether it is East Coast data center servers or West Coast data center servers. And I was confused whether the existing TOFFEE project website is in which of these data centers. So I clarified from the InMotion support team, and I came to know that it is in West Coast. So that gives an indication that the TOFFEE website is going to give excellent performance for users in Australia and Japan and Indonesia and and of course within US and also Latin America and parts of China and parts of Russia and so on as such. So but whereas I'm considered about its performance for European customers and African and South African customers, so that I was curious. So once I discovered this feature, I'm very much curious to go ahead and purchase one more hosting plan, and I can start building my CDN extension into the same. So what I have options is I can create a subdomain for the TOFFEE project website, and I can create a subdomain like CDN1, CDN2, or else I can create a subdomain like CDN East Coast or CDN West Coast and various other options. So I'm happy after this discovery. So I can go ahead and buy a new hosting plan and select a data center which is in East Coast as such, so that this time it is much nearer towards European phasing routing nodes, so that if you are from London or if you are from Italy, France and Spain and so on, you get much faster performance and much lesser latencies in terms of accessing the pages and resources which are hosted on this specific web hosting node. So, and this is the challenge. I need to do some sort of load sharing. I don't want to do 1:1 replication in my both hosting plans. Instead, I want to build the website wherein which certain resources and pages reside in the East Coast data center, and certain web resources and as well as pages resides in the West Coast data center server. So this is the plan, and one more thing is this is not completely like I do a sort of a complete dynamic load sharing or something, whereas maybe down the lane I can write some scripts and I can point out based on the users traffic and as well as based on the load, dynamic load, based on load at that specific time and things like that. But at this point of time, I'm looking forward some sort of straightforward plan, so that there are set of web resources. Suppose if I'm doing a new release of TOFFEE or TOFFEE Mocha, the user guide and as well as certain other resources, I can put it this time in East Coast server, and as well as some of the static pages like my research articles and stuff like that. Some I can put it in East Coast server, and right after that, the next week I can start putting additional content in my West Coast servers as well. So in this way, what happens is certain pages will be in West Coast, the main website will be in the West Coast, and certain other pages will be in East Coast. So this way, what happens is the load is shared, and as well as if there is some sort of catastrophic failure in West Coast server, still you can access the sites and pages in hosted in East Coast server. So this is quite important as part of SEO point of view also, because you will have not a website which completely dies in one day as such. So there is some sort of downtime, something like 5 minutes or which can last up to a few minutes to couple of hours. So in that case, your entire website will not go down, and you will have still partially working websites, so which is quite important for an SEO's standpoint as well. And as well as a better user experience, because there are users who may search a specific page or article, and they may land up in the server which is not been affected because of this catastrophic failure or something like that. So this is my plan, and this is the exact reason I'm building my own CDN, so that I can go through all the steps. It's not that I want to do something traditionally how a CDN is built, or how web hosting based on cloud or something like that is built. This is a way wherein which I want to experience everything done in a manual fashion, and so that I have the full control. And in case if you are also passionate in terms of load sharing your website, as well as in terms of building a private CDN, because this is a perfect example of private CDN. So in case if you are also passionate about building your own private CDN, you can watch through all my episodes and all my articles I have published so far. So that's all guys for this episode. In case if you have any questions, please post it in YouTube comments or send an email to me. So thank you once again for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.